said, we're going to start here in Timaru, South Canterbury against Horowhenua-Kapiti. This is the shores of Caroline Bay.
Let's go South Canterbury!
Go South Canterbury! Yay!
And they have plenty of local support.
Anthony, so what have you guys worked on this week?
We've been working a lot on our defence, a lot of technique on how to chop tackle. We heard got big boys, so got to chop them down. Yeah.
Very strong opposition actually today. We've got our work cut out, but we're up for a challenge. We're going to play 80 minutes today and show them what we've really got.
1 win, 1 draw and 2 losses for Horowhenua-Kapiti so far this season. Warwick Lemert from number 10 drives them around. Now, he's a local lad, but he's been playing out of England. Actually played for the England Sevens team. Ryan Shelford is the captain, very experienced at lock forward. Here come the local guys, 3 wins and a loss, being led out by Kieran Cole. Look out for Max Morrison, number 11. He scores an awful lot of tries. And Nikanea, the halfback, blonde-headed guy, very easy to see and very good to watch.
Go South Canterbury.
Every man and his dog's out today. They used to call this place Fraser Park. Nowadays it's Alpine Energy Stadium. And Nikanea feeds the scrum. Off the back comes a very well-performed number 8 and John Dyer.
You mentioned, Mace, they had the 1 loss, South Canterbury. That 1 loss was 2 points to Wanganui, so they're going pretty well.
Look out, intercept here, intercept, and away go Horowhenua-Kapiti, Mike Tambor. Making ground, and a terrific little pass from Tambor, and Aaron Lammett goes in for the try. Got one last week, gets another one this week. Horowhenua-Kapiti come from nowhere and they lead 6-0.
What a turnaround right on the halfway was when the intercept was made. South Canterbury trying to run it out of their defensive half. Pounced on an opportunity, did Horowhenua-Kapiti, and get the first try of the match. Away on the road. They want to go for the whole 80, but gee, they've started well. Always a good crowd here too. Well-supported team, South Canterbury. Good team to watch.
Ania flicks a pass that sort of floats its way out towards Mitre10. That's more like it from Ania, and running onto the ball comes Southern. Southern just runs onto the ball and runs and runs and runs.
Well, you have to love the way, the pass is so much better from the scrum half, but Southern running with the ball at 2 hands, attacking the line as we take a look on the wet and forget replay. There it is, ball in 2 hands, a little show and go, slippery conditions, so when you get on the inside defensively, very hard to stop, pivot and tackle.
Classic mismatch. Ania, Southern swings it wide. There's room out here. Aho puts on the fend. Oh, what a beauty from Aho. Then found support from his fellow winger, Mitre10, inside. They've caught Strachan right on the line. Aho's in again, cleaned out. Ania will have a chance here. Oh, that's a very good try. Mitre10 is the man who scores it in the end. He was involved a couple of times. Look at this, though, from Aho.
Attack from deep on the wet and forget replay out from the mist, didn't they, from the 22. Support numbers. Lemert here, the number 10, I thought great defensive tackle. Unfortunately, just didn't have enough men back there to try and slow the ball down. All the momentum, South Canterbury. Power, gee, they can punish you. They love to attack from deep. They like to go through the middle because they've got a power game too. South Canterbury, full package.
Well, their only try so far, Horowhenua-Kapiti, was a runaway intercept from halfway, but they're building something here that I like the look of. Tambor goes in and somehow releases the ball. Little tricky bit of work from Tambor, and Shelford. In goes the big fella.
Great offload. I think it was Ethan Pollock, jersey 12. If you look in the wet and forget replay, into contact here. Somehow it pops up on purpose or just by a bit of luck. It doesn't matter because it kept the momentum going. And gee, he is a big, big unit, the skip, Ryan Shelford. And Wham.
Wham? Who's going to argue with him, though?
Yeah.
You tell him that's not good.
Well, there are plenty of people who is Wham. I'm trying to rack my brains as well.
Oh, George Michael, isn't it? Is that right?
Well, there you go.
Or am I Being old and fuddy-dud or something there.
Wake me up before you go. That's what they used to say.
Oh,
Here
no.
we go, Horowhenua-Kapiti. Now this would be pretty good for half-time approaching. This to bring it to 16 apiece. Good result after 40 minutes.
They've had a good season, you know, Horowhenua-Kapiti. Despite the fact that they've only had the one win, they've looked better than that, and they're looking better than that today as well. This has been a very good first half from the visitors, and there's a few sort of worried-looking expressions amongst the South Canterbury fans.
Almost all round, as we've seen so far in this competition, the skill level has gone up, the game management has gone up, and a team like Horowhenua-Kapiti playing better than they were last year, of course, but
Dyer off the back.
so the other teams like South Canterbury who score here.
It's the big fella's second try of the season. And he just made this look a little bit too easy. This is a scrum under pressure, real pressure.
We're popped up, and as soon as just marginally turned to the tight head, the right-hand side, just gave their number 8. You know, the flankers were in a compromised position from Horowhenua-Kapiti. Big, powerful man. And here we go again. Good. Oh, that was a beautiful line too. Ratu could have caused some real danger then.
Feeding a little bit off the scraps, or another turnover. So it's anything you can do, I can do better. Here's Aho, who's been very good since he came on. He shows that fend. There he goes again. Oh, that's a good try from Mosesi Aho.
It is a good try. I'm surprised that the advantage was over so quickly. Ratu had that beautiful line coming up. He, I thought, knocked the ball down. Maybe a double knock on, as indicated by a referee. It was play on, the wet and forget replay, and you just got to keep playing to that whistle, don't you? Keep playing until in Shelford is coming over and saying exactly the same things. What about the advantage, sir? Michael Winter,
Mr. Winter, sir.
From Waikato.
Into the back line. They're starting to cut a few capers. Medlicott, Miles Medlicott goes in. Just starting to show some life in the back line, aren't they? And just cutting some holes.
Well, remember a 16-all at the halftime break, but look at that little step to the right, the jink to the left. The hole did open up. The power, he had enough to get through, and the speed. And yeah, we were saying what a great effort it was from Horowhenua-Kapiti at the halftime break, but I guess the halftime score is irrelevant in an 80-minute game of football.
Look out, here comes Rakona Johnson. He scores tries. He needs to be a little bit closer than that to get them, though. So somebody goes from long range.
Scotty Cameron, I think. The big tight head
yeah,
prop.
it is indeed.
The big tight head prop on the wet and forget replay. Helped with his mate too, which is good. Aaron Lammett, who's already scored a try. The power of 2. He's a pretty powerful man himself.
Yeah, he's got 2 himself. And Rakona Johnson, who's got tries in the last couple of weeks, but is going to run out of time to get one this week as Lammett's conversion goes over. The referee calls full time with South Canterbury ahead by 36-24. Good victory for the home side.
We were probably a little bit off our game and didn't match their intensity in the first half, but we're able to sort of put in a better performance in the second half.
They go away to East Coast next week. There's some big games next week. Puller against Wanganui, Horowhenua-Kapiti, West Coast, North Otago, South Canterbury, Poverty Bay, Wairarapa Bush. All of those are important games in the second to last round of the championship. All of them will have some problems to solve. Now, at the end of the show this week, our thoughts go out to Brogan Watt of West Coast, who fell ill after the game against Poverty Bay and was taken to hospital for surgery, and I understand is still in hospital. So all the very best, Brogan, to you and to your family. And hopefully we'll see you back at the footy in the very near future.